With The Conjuring Last Rites out in theaters, I felt like it'd be the perfect time to rank all 11 Conjuring demons. Now, this is a list that I put together. There are some things in here that you might not consider a demon, quite like the witch from The Devil Made Me Do It. It's more like Conjuring villains more than demons, but I'm calling it demons because the Conjuring franchise is about demons. But before I get started, go down below, tell me what is your ranking of the demons in the Conjuring franchise. It doesn't matter who you include, just include the demons that you like, include the demons you don't like, or if you want to rank all 11 of them, that would mean a whole lot in the comments section. And go check out my ranking of the 10 Conjuring films. That is out, and it'll be up here. And with that said, number 11, we're actually going with the newest one, the Mirror Demon from The Conjuring, The Last Rites. Now, this is a demon that, it's hard because it feels like with better material, a better movie, I feel like that demon could have been interesting. Where the demon is quite literally just like other demons. You got one that has an axe, you got one that likes to scream at you. There's nothing real special about the demons to make them completely pop out. There's one scene where Ed and Lorraine Warren are sitting there talking, and they're like, okay, so this is the backstory of the demons that apparently Lorraine learned off screen, and that was interesting. But they never fully explained it. They never fully explored it anymore inside of the movie. So pretty easily, I have to go the Mirror Demon from The Conjuring Last Rites as my least favorite demon. In my number 10 spot, we got The Werewolf from Annabelle Comes Home. Now, Annabelle Comes Home is a movie that feels like PG-13 Conjuring, where it quite literally reminded me of a movie like the Goosebumps movie, where you have all these demons coming out against these teenage characters, and they gotta stop them. That's pretty much what it was. And the werewolf was a part of why it felt like that. Literally just a CGI werewolf going after a couple of characters. Except you barely see the werewolf. It goes after Bob a couple times. But besides that, you barely see the werewolf. So a werewolf that didn't feel like it really fit inside the movie. And also just didn't really have that presence at all. My number 9, The Witch from The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Now, The Witch is simultaneously one of the best parts of the movie, but also one of the worst parts of the movie, because I feel like the movie itself is very interesting because the villain is a witch. It's not a straight demon. It's not a demon that they gotta go fight in a haunted house. No, it's a witch that is possessing people to do what she wants so she can rise to power. That's really interesting. But also, when you look at the rest of this list, there are demons on here that are terrifying, and the witch really just wasn't scary. I wasn't scared once during The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. What I really liked about the movie was the story and some of the camera work and stuff by director Michael Chavez. But the witch itself is a good idea, executed pretty good, but when you look at the Conjuring franchise, she didn't really scare me. My number 8, The Bride from Annabelle Comes Home. This and my next one are just demons that appeared in a couple scenes in Annabelle Comes Home, didn't really leave a mark on me. So the Bride had one cool sequence that really wasn't scary. So she was okay. She was fine. Same thing with my number 7, The Samurai from Annabelle Comes Home. Again, the samurai was just a thing that had one or two sequences in the movie. They weren't really all that scary. Feels like we could have explored a spin-off film. Maybe the spin-off film will be about the bride. Maybe the spin-off film will be about the samurai. Who knows what the spin-off film that they recently announced is going to be about. But Annabelle Comes Home was just a movie to showcase a bunch of demons we haven't seen before. But none of them really get their time to shine. Whether it's the werewolf, the bride, the samurai, all three of those are pretty low on this list. My real number 7 is La Llorona. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm in the editing process, and I thought to myself, I didn't include La Llorona on this list. So, what I've been saying in the entire video is a bunch of nonsense. The numbers are all messed up, but this is my real number 7, La Llorona. She's okay. She's not a demon that made me say, oh, okay, yeah, I didn't like her. She had a couple of solid sequences, specifically one where I was on the edge of my seat during the bathtub sequence. But besides that, she's just basically another demon. Oh, yeah, the demon, she wants your child's soul because so she can come back to life or whatever demons want to do. I've seen it before. Just like everything in Curse of La Llorona, I've seen it before. She didn't really do anything that made her completely pop out to me. Number 6, Bathsheba from The Conjuring. Now, The Conjuring is a movie that is very memorable because of certain sequences that are genuinely scary, James Wan's direction, which is genuinely perfect, and the cast of characters. Our characters here you very much love. Ed and Lorraine Warren, obviously you love them, but the family that's getting haunted is a family that you love. However, the demon of Bathsheba, I'm not going to lie, I had to look up. I literally had to look up what this demon was and look at pictures of her because I didn't really remember the demon. I remember the sequences, I remember the haunted sequences, but the demon itself and the demon's motive, I just really did not remember. So Bathsheba has to be pretty low on this list. Number 5, the Ferryman from Annabelle Comes Home. Now, of all the demons in Annabelle Comes Home, this one, for me at least, was the most interesting one. Mainly because the Ferryman had the most time to shine out of all of the demons inside the franchise, or inside this movie, rather. Where you're literally getting sequences where they're going into his haunted tomb, and sequences with coins that are pretty neat. You just see a coin roll from the dark, and all of a sudden you see glowing eyeballs. Not scary in a sense, but out of all the demons in that movie, it was the scariest. Now again, could have been better in a different Conjuring movie, but in this one, it was just okay. The Ferryman was just an okay demon, clearly the best demon from Annabelle Comes Home. Number 4, Bill Whitkins from The Conjuring 2. Now, what The Conjuring 2 does best for me is has the most memorable horror sequences, and the demons in the movie are the best. Wait till you get to my top 2. Those 2 are the other demons from The Conjuring 2. But Bill Whitkins himself doesn't really do anything to necessarily be completely shocking or make me remember him. Like all the haunted sequences are the sequences with Valak or the Crooked Man. The old man and Bill Whitkins had a couple of cool sequences. I remember his motive, so he's obviously more interesting than Bathsheba from The Conjuring 1. But again, I don't really remember much about Bill Whitkins, where I remember all the other sequences with the other demons more. Before I kick off my top 3, it would mean a lot if you'd hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the bell so you never miss another ranking video. Annabelle kicks off our top 3. Now, for me, honestly, I saw the first Annabelle. I saw the first Conjuring, and where a lot of people were saying, oh, that Annabelle doll is really cool, I never fully clicked with Annabelle until I saw Annabelle Creation. And then I sat down and I watched Annabelle Creation, and for the first 45 minutes, I was like, I just don't really like Annabelle. But then the scary stuff happens, and Annabelle is genuinely scary. The demon that is possessing Annabelle is pretty scary. The doll herself in the movies, they make the doll for some reason feel like it's a person. The doll itself feels like it's watching you, even though the doll is just an inanimate object. It just feels like it's real eyes staring into you, and it actually has that creepy vibe. And so, from Annabelle Comes Home and in Annabelle Creation, all of a sudden, Annabelle started to get real creepy. Specifically, the Annabelle Demon, where we explore the past of the Annabelle Demon in the first Annabelle and Annabelle Creation, I thought was pretty interesting. A pretty interesting backstory. So, Annabelle went from low on the list to, in her final 2 movies, to really winning me over. Number 2, The Crooked Man. Now, the most memorable sequences from The Conjuring 2 are the 2 sequences with the Crooked Man, where he's coming out of the carousel thing, he's coming out of the shadows, he's very creepy looking, has some of the best sequences in this entire franchise. The Crooked Man has a creepy image, he has the creepy sequences, so out of The Conjuring 2, if the next one didn't have her own spin-off movies, Crooked Man would be number 1, because I think his sequences in The Conjuring 2 are the best. But my number 1, we got Valak, the nun demon from the first 2 nun movies, The Conjuring 2. Valak is just a really cool demon, in my opinion. Even though her movies aren't necessarily the best, I do enjoy 2 quite a bit. The sequences with her are great. Whether it's the sequences where you're at the newsstand and the way that it makes you look somewhere else and think something's going to pop out, but it actually gets you to jump. Or it's the sequence in The Conjuring 2 when they're in the hallway with Lorraine and Judy. Great sequence. So the nun is, I think, the demon that has the most screen presence in all of the Conjuring movies, is the creepiest, and is my personal favorite in the Conjuring franchise. So, thanks for watching this video of my ranking of all 11 Conjuring demons. I would love to know your ranking of the Conjuring demons down below in the comment section. And with that said, subscribe.